Christian for kaijupop.com, and this is Threes, a puzzle game for your iPhone or iDevice made by, wait for it, three people. You might recognize a couple of those names from a fairly old iOS puzzler called Puzzle Juice, but where Puzzle Juice was a really addictive puzzle game that was kind of about words. This is a really addictive puzzle game that's kind of about numbers, 3 in particular, and multiples thereof, as you can see on this front screen here, which has a nasty side effect of telling you just how good or bad you are at the game, as we'll go into later on. Those numbers I've gathered here, sort of arranged on the front screen, are the numbers I've managed to reveal while playing so far. So with 5 slots empty, despite having the last week of practice, I'm not quite as good as I should be. But yeah, I've been playing Threes for quite a while. It's just come out now on the New Zealand App Store. As you watch this, if you watch this as soon as it's uploaded, and if I figured out how to, schedule uploads correctly. And the idea is, what you've got here is this 4x4 grid full of numbers. I've already made a couple moves here. And what you have to do is swipe up, down, left, or right. And if I swipe, I move everything on this grid. So what I have to do to arrange these numbers is use the edges of the grid to bump everything together. So for instance, if I swipe upwards, I'm going to move everything up. That one at the top is already at the top and can't move any further. So I'm going to swipe upwards here, and the 2 and the 1 will add together to become 3. So what you want to do, 2s and 1s are the most useless of all the numbers, so I have to swipe to get them to add together to become 3, and then after that swipe so that like numbers merge. So I've got 2 3s in the top right corner there, swipe to the right, and they become 6. So the idea is that you keep on playing until the entire grid is full and you can't possibly make any more moves, and then the highest score you've got, the numbers you've got on the grid determine your score, basically. It's one of those, I hate to sound so cliched to say it's so simple to learn and yet difficult to master. But that is kind of what this is. I've been playing this fairly solidly for the past few days, and I'm finding it fairly difficult to stop playing Threes, even when I've had far more pressing things to deal with. So that can only be a really good thing. It's immensely addictive. And I think part of what makes it immensely addictive is this cute presentation. You can see the number 12s here getting happy as I merge them together. And each number has its own character. It's strange. As soon as I doubt it's going to happen in this playthrough here, but when you merge together a new number, you get a little introduction sequence to that number. They have their own separate names and little bios that pop up, which is fairly cute. And if you're choosing to play with the game audio, they will say, they say things like, "Hey," and they'll get bored if you're taking too long making a turn, which could easily be kind of ingratiating and well, I don't know. It depends on your mentality whether you find that cute and endearing or immensely annoying. But I think it's kind of it's a neatly understated level of character, which I think is quite lovely. I think it's pretty cute. But yeah, it's all about, there's no pressure here. There's no time limit or anything like that. You're free to just take as long as you want to think about stuff. which is the way I like my puzzle games. It kind of means that it is more a test of your mental agility than it is your ability to deal with pressure. But the thing is, I think with a game like this, or sort of being presented with a simple puzzle format here, your instinct is to rush anyway, and then go, oh, right, 2, 1, 3, and then I'm going to swipe that up here, and then, oh, I'm going to get those two together, and whoosh, and brah, and it kind of makes you think, probably, I dare say at some point, they'll make a frenzy or a blitz mode for this that will be much more faster, much faster paced, but that would kind of sacrifice a lot of what makes this game so enjoyable. I think partly because it does as soon as you start rushing, which you will want to do with this kind of thing, you make huge mistakes here. I've probably made one or two just in the process of showing how one can rush. It's, you really have to plan ahead in this. And the next tab at the top of the screen that gives you a little bit of information, but not enough to really plan things out, but it becomes really important. So I know that the next number that's going to come in is a white number, so all I know is that it's not a 2 or a 1. So I think, if I know that 3's coming there. If I know that the next number is a 2, then I don't want that 2 anywhere near another 2. If I swipe down this 3 column, that would be a bad move, because I'd wind up with 2 red 2's together and be stuck for the next move, or be stuck potentially further down. So whereas if I swipe up and get those 2 3's together, then I've got that 2 in a much more manageable position. And I think it's that kind of managing small spaces and managing numbers within small spaces. It makes me think a lot actually of Devil Dice or She in some markets, the sort of PlayStation game where you're running around on top of die and trying to match numbers together. For whatever reason, I think just, because of the combination of spatial thinking and numbers, this game kind of makes me think of that. I really like that game, so I kind of really like this. I think I'm boned here. Oh no, I need to swipe down there. And I've got a 3 there. And that. It's also one of those, it's got that great puzzle game thing of you thinking that you're screwed and then suddenly having a eureka moment of being able to chain together massive loads of numbers, which I'm hoping will come any minute now. So my grid is full, so depending on what I did, if I swipe down here to get those 3 together to make 6 in the top right corner, I'd be boned, because then I'd have 2 reds together and my game would be over. So I have to swipe up. It's the only move I have. But then I get a little bit of momentum going, so I can get those 3 together to make 6. Get that, luck out there. And then it's all about little tricks. It's, the fact that I know these 2 6's at the bottom aren't going to go anywhere regardless of how I swipe, so I can leave those and save that move for later. So first I'm going to swipe those 3, that 2 and that 1 together to make 3, and get that 6 there, and now I'm stuck for anything else to do. So I'm going to swipe this in. But I think that's probably going to be it, unless the next number is a 6. This is over. Yeah, it is. And that score's crap. That's a terrible score. 400. But that, again, is the thrill of this game, where you go, that was a crap score, I'm going to play again, and then I'm going to keep on playing, and then you cannot stop playing it And as usual, once you're done with your game, you have the normal ability to sort of tweet your scores or whatever. Check it out on Game Center, where as of right now, this is before the actual release, so there's not many people on the leaderboard, which either makes you feel really smart by saying that you're number 16 in the world at the time of this recording, but then it also makes you feel really dumb by making you think, I'm 16 out of 27 in the world. So yeah, I really, really like Threes. I think it's fantastic, and it's out right now, as you're watching this. It's probably not very expensive, and you should get it and be hopelessly addicted to it, like I am. It's really, really good stuff. Chris Chant for KaijuPop.com, where there's more on Threes and lots of other video games with other numbers in them, I suppose, like ones and zeros. Thanks for watching. Bye.